early in the morning, leave late, improve, outreach, biz dev, collaborate, sell, communicate, challenge, drive, lead, technology, tracking, accountability. These are boring things you gotta do on a daily basis. But it is what it is. That's what makes millions, and all the other people get consumed. All these motivational videos that go viral. By the way, I created one of them. There is a place for it. But my goal is for you to watch this video and go away and buy into the fundamentals of this business. And if you can buy into the fundamentals, the boring stuff of the business, and you realize everything else in your life is the same thing. Marriage is boring at times. Friendships are boring at times. Working out, oh my gosh, is boring at times. Everything. If you don't master the boring stuff, eventually you'll be a statistic.
And if you want a job, jumping into people's content on LinkedIn and actually leaving a thoughtful answer leads to incredible job opportunities. If you want to build, if you're an entrepreneur, the sooner you can start building leverage for yourself through content or through the brand you're creating, the better. But it's a mindset conversation. The one thing I can promise is not going to do anything for anybody here is playing it out in your head and doing nothing. Non-action is the devastating thing.
How can we apply the $1.80 strategy to work LinkedIn?
So what he's referring to is I put out something a couple months ago, maybe half a year ago, called the $1.80 strategy. The way to win is to listen and then contribute. My point was everybody was trying to grow on Instagram. It's such a big thing for everybody. And I said, look, there's, it's kind of like getting into shape. There's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And I said the right way to do it, instead of like follow and unfollow people, or what LinkedIn is a disaster. Everybody just spams each other in the inbox, right? You guys know. So I created something called the $1.80 strategy, which is really what I would do if I didn't have the size of the audience that I have now. And it's actually what I did do on Twitter in 2007. My point was, and by the way, anybody who has a physical location, you can search on Instagram by interests, hashtags, right? You can search by neighborhood. You go to Columbia, Maryland, you go to places, right? So I'm in internet search, right? So this is gonna work for all of you if you wanna build. So you just go to Columbia, Maryland, and right now it's gonna show you all the top photos and all the recent photos. Like you can search by every photo in Millburn, New Jersey. This is what Wine Library does. And I said, look at the photo and then leave a comment that means something. First photo is like a dude who's like looking real fucking diesel and shit. And so like, I mean, you could like, and this, I'm not joking. I would literally go in here and be like, swole. Post. Right. I did it. Like just for our liquor store, like people are like mowing the lawn. We'll literally be like, great lawn. Do you want a beer after this? Like we'll make a joke or and do that. And I call that leaving your 2 cents. And then I said, do that 90 times a day. You're gonna drop $1.80 a day, 2 cents at a time, 9 top posts times 10 different hashtags every day, and that will massively build up your audience. And that's your $1.80 strategy. The way you can do that on LinkedIn, the great thing that's happened on LinkedIn now is it's become a content platform. As you guys know, it's not just a utility anymore to get a job. There's a ton of content in there. Search things that matter to your world, read the article, then leave the best comment in the comment section and use all the attention of that person's audience by leaving a meaningful thought in the guys, it's so crazy how very basic my advice is. It's that it's not easy to implement in the same way that like staying in good shape is not easy. It's easier to not eat well and not work out. It's easier. But that's how I would do it. There's 2 ways to really attack content. Produce it or engage with it. But most people, when they engage with it, are like, me, like you see it all, right? Like people leave a comment like, yeah, if you agree with him, sign up for nobody gives a shit about that. It's like all the guys tonight in Vegas that try to get people to go to their room on the first word. It's not gonna work. It is not gonna work. You're not that handsome.
So I think the number one leadership quality is vision. Be able to create that vision, to have clarity of what the vision is, and then be able to communicate and articulate that vision to your team consistently. Lousy leaders, you ask them about what their vision is usually very fussy, right? They say, oh yeah, we want to grow our business, or we want to grow our revenue. By how much? How? When? What does it look like, right? And how does each team member, how do they contribute to that vision? So what I do as a leader all the time, I'm thinking about where are we going and how much clarity do I have for myself? How much clarity do I have for the company? How much clarity do I have for the team? So I think that's the number one leadership quality. If you have that, then the how to, the what, the resources, the capital, you figure all that stuff out.
Number one, don't spend it, reinvest it. First in yourself, then in your business, and don't invest it in anything else. Till you got 100 grand packed away and you can keep operating your business. The number's 100. You get 100 grand, prove to me you can hold on to 100K sitting in a bank and it doesn't go away. Do not invest in anything. No stocks, no Kios, no retirement accounts, no bullshit. Like Wall Street tells you, start early. The younger you start, the better off you are. That pitch is not for you. That pitch was for Wall Street. If Wall Street offers it to you, it's not good for you. It's like going to a casino. Casino says, hey, do you want insurance? Like my mom used to tell me, look, if they offer it to you here, say no. They're not doing it for you, man. Wall Street wants you to invest early because they want your money for a long period of time. Leave the cryptos alone. If you can't get the money, I got $1 million of Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys to leave it alone. If you're super rich, you got your plane already, you got your cars handled, your 5 businesses, do whatever you want. Right now, people should do this. They should stack 100 before they invest any money. When you have money left over, invest it only in yourself and your business.
Those people who do get rich, like the lotto winners, like they're fucked up because they didn't earn it. They don't appreciate it. They don't understand it. I think that going through the ups and the downs is what makes you appreciate everything more. You learn what not to do. You learn how bad it feels. And you don't know that bad feeling until you have it. So I can tell you all about the bad feeling, but you have to experience it. And then how do you overcome it? You can take it 2 ways, right? You could just let it destroy you and say, oh, life is terrible, I quit, I give up. Or you use it to make you better. I'll tell you, no millionaire trader, no top student of mine has ever not had a big loss. Every single top trader that I know has had at least one, sometimes several, and they've used it to mold them and get better. And that's what I think you have to do. When you make a mistake, it's a part of life. It's part of the journey. I gave a speech at Harvard and I said, you have to appreciate the lows. You have to respect the lows. Celebrate the highs, but respect the lows. Don't block them out. Don't ignore them.